Hello everyone, Travis here for DevTips. I just wanted to make this quick little video to say thank you guys so much for watching the CSS Basics series we just completed. I love it when you guys comment and share and interact. It makes this whole effort worth it to me. So thank you again. I don't have anything to share with you guys in the way of tips today, but I wanted to take some time and talk about what we've accomplished so far and what we can look forward to in the coming year. First, I want to share with you guys a few statistics. I'm kind of a stat nerd, so this stuff is interesting to me, and I think you'll find it interesting as well. DevTips' first video is posted on September 8th, 2013. Now that's 101 days from today when I'm recording this video. In those 101 days, I've published 27 videos for an average about one video every 3.7 days, which is not horrible. The topics we've covered, as you know, mainly have been HTML5 and CSS. In fact, each of those two topics have had their own basics series, aptly named HTML5 Basics and CSS Basics, which we just wrapped up last week. Half of the 3,000 total video views have come from the HTML5 Basics series, which really makes sense when you think about it because it was the first series that we've done and it has had like the most time to bake on the internet and get those SEOs going. Outside of those two larger series, we've had a few smaller subjects. There's been a series called How Does the Internet Work, in which I talk about how does the internet work. And there's been a number of videos inside the DevTips beta series, which are just kind of random topics that for one reason or another I was inspired to talk about at that time. And those are all fun. Earlier I said we're at about 3,000 video views, which is great, but when you talk about the actual minutes being watched of all the videos, we're at 7,602 minutes spent watching DevTips so far, and that's really exciting. If you average that out between the videos, that's about 280 minutes per video. Now this is a really rough estimate, but I think that it takes me about, on average, 380 minutes to write, film, and supply the graphics and edit each video. So that means that my efforts to teach and hang out with you guys via the YouTube platform has had a multiplier of 0.875, which means that so far it would have been more effective to talk with each one of you individually. That's sobering, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, we've had 81 comments on DevTips so far, and this is my favorite part of what I'm doing here. I love to hear from you guys. I read and respond to every comment on the channel. The biggest day for comments was November 20th with 10 comments, so it looks like we're really chatty when it gets time for turkey. The person with the most comments is Marshmallow Humor. She's told me that she is a student in college learning about web programming, which is awesome. I'm so curious about who you guys are. I love learning about you. As far as demographics are concerned, it looks like we have a 70-30 split, men to women, and our biggest age group being 35 to 44 years old. Now, when I say we on this channel, I'm talking about we. Making this stuff is just me. I'm just one person. But I really like to think of the channel as our thing. If you are watching this channel, if you're sharing this channel, contributing with comments and ideas and questions, this is your channel. This is all about interaction. And I want to increase that in the new year. And now let's talk about the plans that we have for the new year. Now this is going to be the last video for 2013. I'm going to be gone on vacation for the rest of the year, and I won't be back until mid-January with a new video. But I want to talk to you right now about what's going to be happening in 2014. I'm very excited about all these ideas that I have, and I want to share a few of them right now with you guys to get you super pumped about what we got going on in the future. Now that I've covered a lot of referential content in the HTML5 Basics and CSS Basics series, I want to return to a few of the subjects that I only got to touch on very lightly and do some deep dives on those topics. I'm very excited about deep dives. I want to work with you guys a little bit more closely in 2014, so here's a few ideas of how we can make that happen. Maybe we could do a live chat and I can help you troubleshoot something you guys are working on. Or maybe I could answer some questions for you and help you get past whatever you're currently stuck on. Or even if you guys want to come on the air and discuss something that you're working on and kind of promote yourself here, whatever, I don't care. This is a community. Let's do this. Let's help each other. All right. I want to bring more people on the show. I had Los in the studio a while back to discuss CSS cascading, and we had an absolute blast. So I'll look forward to having more people on the show. So I'm not actually a coder by profession, I'm a designer, but code is a lot easier to teach because, it's either fixed or it's broken. But I'd like to take some time to discuss some design principles with you guys later on down the road. I'd like to discuss tools and trends that are more timely. I feel like we've been talking about the fundamentals and basics for so long now, and like the internet world moves so quickly that there's like a lot of cool things that we're just not even talking about. So I want to give my perspective on frameworks like Bootstrap or coding philosophies like object-oriented CSS. Super cool. Now so far the videos have had a very how does this work kind of vibe to it, which is cool. I mean, the fundamentals are super fundamental and they're very important. But now that we've covered a lot of that, I want to jump into, how do I make this thing kind of videos where we work on projects together or, do whatever you guys want to do. Another small thing is I toyed with the idea of publishing the manuscripts that I write for these videos. Let's see what comes of that. In 2014, I would like to attend more functions and stick this camera in more people's faces. I think that's a lot of fun. I'd also like to develop my own projects live for you guys so you could watch as I develop in real time. That would either be like really, really boring or really interesting depending on if you're me or not. So to sum up, I've got a lot of ideas but absolutely no time to do them in, but I'm very, very excited by your encouragement and support. Thanks for sharing these videos, thanks for liking and subscribing, and most importantly, thanks for being that beautiful and unique snowflake that you are. So until January, I'm Travis and this is DevTips. Thanks for sticking around, I'll see you then. Did you ever know you could be a subscriber? You're just the subscriber I want you to be. You can get new videos in your inbox, and that will happen every Monday.